From Cocoa, Florida. William Dawson. From Oceanside, California. Tony Wallow. From New York, One Fish 26.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into Tuesday night, August 22nd, 2023. Ken Stout Live with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live, and I think I still have my audio running. I do. I'm doing the old Doug Betts echoing thing so I can make sure it works. At least it works. Right, Doug? Anyway, we have great guy William Dawson and Rich in with us already in the Zoom. Let me go unmute them. Hello, boys, gentlemen.
Hello.
Fine, I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, I hear you. Boy, do I hear you. I needed to do that somehow today, and it just didn't materialize. And I got talked into playing golf tomorrow at 6, so might have to try to take a nap tomorrow afternoon and prepare for that. Although I do have 6 bottles of water already frozen in anticipation of the heat, and I'm only going to play 9 holes, so that should be acceptable. Hope everyone had a good Tuesday. I spent the day at Walmart.
Got my grass cut in front, went to Lowe's, got 3 1x4s, got one for free.
Nice. How'd you get a free one?
They had a black spot over the UPC code and it wouldn't ring up. After the third try, I said, hell with it.
Oh, okay.
I splurged. I got a gallon of stain so I can stain the new boards that I'm putting up.
Right.
3 of them already up.
How'd your little monitor sound turn out?
Stealth Mode says, hello, gents. And I don't know if he's using that term loosely or not. I'm aware that the YouTube thing was not correct. I struggled with that. It stopped working for some reason. Whereas I've had the same HeyGen AI for the last 2 or 3 times I've done it with no problems. Tonight, it wouldn't work. It was there and then it would disappear. So I just ended up going with that as a temporary fix for tonight. And I'll work on it more later, tomorrow or the next day or whenever. Probably end up redoing the whole thing anyway. I did find a way to somewhat, when you mask someone out, I did find a way to get rid of the darkness on people. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the green screen. And I'm going to attempt to try to do the same thing with the avatar from HeyGen. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I don't know if you guys noticed it or not. I seen it because I was messing around with it so much. Mrs. K is asking me a question.
All right, we're closed for questions tonight. Call back at 8 a.m.
All right, hopefully nobody heard that wonderful conversation I just had with Mrs. K. Speaking of Mrs. K, I'll be right back.
Just get.
And I'm back. Speaking of Mrs. K, be sure to watch tomorrow's premiere because little birdie told me she might be part of the premiere tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, worth watching, isn't it, Greg? I have not done Fridays yet, but I will be doing a premiere Friday because Friday around 12:30 my time, we will be far, far away from the state of Indiana. We're not going to be any place cooler, but we're going to be out of the state of Indiana. Leaving at 6:30-ish when she gets off work, and she'll catch a nap and change clothes in the car on the way, and we'll go from there. Did I miss anybody? Rick Lakes. I missed Rick Lakes. Hello, everyone from Minnesota. Hot and humid today. Oh, my gosh. The humidity today in Indiana was horrible. Temperature was decent. 88 degrees. Well, that's decent temperature, except for the humidity. Darren Gilholm was there. I don't know if he's still... I doubt that he's still here because he said hello at 4:09 in the afternoon, and that was 5 hours ago. So chances are, considering it's 2 a.m. in his neck of the woods, he's probably no longer with us. In his neck of the woods, he's probably. Sam joins us from on Zoom. Hello, Sam. Joins us from on Zoom. Hello, Sam. Still got YouTube running out here. Hello. We're standing in the Indiana Grand Canyon.
So you're going to, I'm assuming not visiting Arkansas.
That would be a very good guess.
You are accurately correct.
What was the TV show? I can't think of it right now, but it'll come to me. I've got a surprise in mind for her, something she's never experienced in her life, and I think she's going to really enjoy it. She's going to probably get suspicious when I say, you might want to bring a jacket. The average temperature in said area we're going to is 54 degrees year-round. And 54 might be comfortable for me, but 54 for Mrs. K, being from the Philippines, she's going to be freezing. And I will almost promise you, if I could figure out a way to record our conversation, she is going to say, I'm freezing. So I will make sure she brings a heavy enough jacket to not be so cold. Did I make a couple of changes today? I did change the YouTube thing a little bit, but I still don't have it the way I like it. And I almost scrapped the Hey Jen. I actually almost got rid of the AI for Hey Jen, but kept the voice, the audio from Hey Jen. It screwed up, and for the life of me, I still have no idea what went wrong. I came close to scrapping it and starting over, but I've got little, just like you'll see coming up, I've got little projects within projects within projects, and I have this one area where I really like how it looks there, but every time I try to move it over to where I want it to be, something goes haywire, and probably my system. If Alex was here, I'm sure he would tell you it's my system. Speaking of Alex, William, yeah. I have logged out I have said goodnight on Zoom, gone to bed, gone to watch TV, come back, turn the computer on by hitting the space bar, bringing it out of in sleep, and I immediately rejoin Zoom, right?
Yeah.
Guess what happened today for dinner? I'm talking to Alex on a Facebook Messenger audio chat call, video call, and Mrs. K had dinner ready. So I said, hey, I'll talk to you tonight. I'm going to go eat dinner. Well, dinner was about 45 minutes in length, and this is set to 30 minutes, so it went to sleep. I come in here, I tap the space bar, I go to wash my hands from dinner, and I come back, and whose lovely smiling face is on my computer on a Facebook Messenger chat? Alex. What in the world is going on? Hello, Chris.
Hey, who answered it?
Alex did. Alex answered it. And
Okay.
as I'm walking in, I'm like, that's Al. I'm hearing his voice. I hadn't made to in here yet. I'm like, that's Alex's voice. And I get in here, and right there on my monitor is Alex. And I'm like, this is
He-
really odd.
He called you, or your computer called him, or what happened?
My computer was asleep, and when I hit the space bar to bring it back awake, it automatically called him. Yes, it's done it 3 times that I know of on Zoom, and now this is the first time it's done it on Facebook as far as the Facebook Messenger goes. It's crazy.
Probably
He
malware.
hadn't hacked into it.
As far as I know, no one's hacked into it. No. Now I had called him because I'm trying to put together a golfing spreadsheet to track my rounds and get averages and all the other wonderful things that I would like to do. And that's going to be a little harder than I anticipated. So I may end up buying something. I don't know yet. And I want to discuss that after the stream ends because I don't want to bore everyone on YouTube. I'll bore you guys afterwards, but I don't want to bore everybody on YouTube. Hello, Long Dog. Long Dog says he'd be here. Did I make a couple changes? I changed the scheduled time back to normal time tonight. Last night and the night before were changed due to activities going on. And tonight's stream will actually be reduced because we are going to dye our hair. You can see the little bit of white coming through there. And as we all know, we Filipinos can't have white hair.
Speaking of devil.
Yeah. So I'm going to cut it short so we can get that done because I don't intend to be up all night tonight. And I did make the slight change to the beginning of the stream with the YouTube. Other than that, everything is still the same. Matthew Camp says hello and good evening. Hello, Matthew Camp. Stealth Mode says, hey, Long Dog Matthew Camp. Got some glittery, sunshiny, and a really odd-looking purple hand. Hello, Mr. Alex Cheek, who called me right after I got through eating dinner tonight.
You called me, or I thought.
No, I did not.
Your ghost called me.
I think you called me. I think you and your dad got together and said, let's pull a prank on Ken. Look at it. I know. Now I know what happened. No, honestly, he didn't call me. I hit the space bar and there he was. Very strange. Got to figure that out. Maybe Doug will hear this and he'll cover it one of these days, like maybe a week from Saturday. Because I don't think I'm going to get to see. I might get to listen to Doug Saturday while we're driving, but I don't think we're going to get to see him.
He said he needs problems, so.
Yeah, clearly got problems. Clearly got problems. Yeah, I do need to get. I personally like 9 o'clock as a starting time for my time here locally in Indiana, Eastern Standard Time. That works out really good for myself and Alex. But for everybody else, it's probably a pain in the neck, especially those on the West Coast, because it's just barely after 6 o'clock at night there, which is the dinner hour, and it makes it rough for people, and I understand that. So, hello, Sam. Are we having issues? You seem to be bouncing around. You're muted. Oh, you're doing the Doug Betts thing. I got it.
Just adjusting the camera a little bit.
Yeah, we did that earlier today. That was fun. Just watch tomorrow's premiere. That's all. That's all I'm going to say right now. And Thursdays. But it's a 2-part series. Tomorrow and Thursday go together.
Geez, I got to get up early 2 days in a row.
In a row. Well, you can always watch it when you get up. We watched Jeopardy tonight, which was a repeat, and it was the Tournament of Champions celebrity. It was some fictitious thing they did. They just picked out 3 people, and Ken Jennings, the host, actually gave away one of the clues before it had been picked up, and before they picked it. It was so funny because he realized it afterwards, and he threw down the cue cards and he said something, and everybody laughed. It was actually very funny. The girl from Canada, Mateo, won. She had $17,600. I think it all goes to charity. And then the Tournament of Champions is way over, but they'll start back tomorrow with the actual tournament itself. And they say Jeopardy's going to start in September with new episodes. I don't know. Alex is busy researching something.
He's
I'm
ordering.
not.
He's
Or ordering food.
I'm filling out another job application.
You've had all day long. Let me guess. You get this stuff all built up. Wait till we go live so you can do it on live Zoom, right?
I just saw this one.
Yeah. It's okay. We understand.
This one is for my technology position for my local school district. So it'd be great
Right
if
across the street from your house?
was able to get if they were able to get this.
Is it the one right across the street from your house?
Like the local Sheridan School District.
Yeah,
I'm
don't you have a
basically in the
school?
school's backyard, so
I know. Don't you have a school that sits literally across the street from where you live?
yes,
Is that where the job could be?
yes.
Oh, that'd be
That's
sweet.
what you-
Nobody have to drive you to work. You drive yourself to work.
Just watch out for the cars going across the road.
He's not paying attention. He's got soundbar issues.
Oh, I actually don't. Think I may have figured out what the issue has been all along with the soundboard.
I bought it for you at Walmart. I mean, what else could it be?
It's got different modes. And I think it may have been an issue with the mode I had it set on.
What mode did you have it set on? Intermittently don't work?
Yeah, but like it's got
Yeah, in the broke dick mode.
Exactly. How many different modes does it have in all seriousness?
like at least 4 or 5.
Have you ran tested and experimented with changing the mode to see if that was the problem?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I was running speed tests several times a day.
Yeah. Could have something
No,
to do with it.
I said I was. Man.
Oh, you were running speed tests
I was
today.
I was playing with that new Android when I was in town, and I was trying to see if I could tell any different 5G or 4G. One spot I got about 25 downloads. Most of the other spots is like 2 or 3 down and 2 or 3 up. One spot I got like 25 down and whatever, I can't remember what up. But,
Now, is this out and about in the neighborhood or is it right there in your house?
it was in town.
Okay.
But I do get a better signal with this track phone, whatever it is by Verizon total, than I do with the Cricket
Yeah, I don't
at the house.
worry
Just a
about stuff
little
like
bit better.
that. I do
A
have
little
an
bit.
issue right now I was watching a YouTube video and it got about 5 seconds into it and it starts getting a little buffering thing going around. So I lowered it to 720 and it played for 4 or 5 more seconds and then it buffered again. So I finally gave up and just restarted the whole system, which really shouldn't have that much to do with the internet, but it does seem to fix the problem.
Ken's very something for you to look at when you get a chance in chat.
Yeah, that's out of the United Kingdom, I believe. I think I saw that one earlier. I think.
Oh,
Are you able-
God, here we
I looked
go.
at several today.
Ken, are you able to use the computer Carrie sent you for your stuff?
I haven't even fired it up yet, Chris.
I just didn't know if it would run everything you run and you could be fixing your regular desktop while that was be using that one while you're fixing your regular.
I
What did
don't
he have
know
to
how
do?
that one could run everything that I run, considering it's only got what 16 gigabyte of RAM and mine's 64. I don't know. I will
Yeah,
fire it up. I do plan on doing that. Look, everybody, the stranger Josh Kinder shows up.
Hi, everybody. What's up?
Hello,
Hi, Josh.
Joshy.
We
That
are.
looks like an app too, William. I've glanced through it. And if 18 birdies I've actually experimented with the free version. I think I'm leaning toward the now I won't be able to think the wingman. It's called the Wingman. That's what I'm leaning towards. But I'm gonna wait until Christmas because I hear it goes on sale for under $100. So I am going to wait and see.
Wingman.
Called Wing, WING, man, Wingman.
That was a controller.
Never heard of it.
That used
Yeah,
to be
it's a big old thing you use, and then you put the app on your phone to keep track of your golf scores and the distances and everything else.
I think that was the name of that controller for Microsoft Flight Simulator.
I don't know. Now, Flight Simulator, I'd love to get one of those and mess around. Just like the Indy 500 simulator, I'd like to have one of those sitting here, but I ain't got the room and I ain't got the money. Listen to that fantastic English I'm using tonight.
Hey, Alex, quick question for you. Alex,
He's doing
Yeah.
a job application.
Yes.
what kind of internet speed does your soundbar get?
None.
What about?
Oh, what?
Does it connect to the internet? None.
Oh, well, that's no good. You gotta throw that thing in the trash and get one that has the internet on it.
I don't think that's necessary.
You never know, it might solve your problems.
Does it have RGB on it?
What do you mean, like? What do you mean, like VGA?
No,
I mean,
RGB.
Have
I knew what he
RGB
meant.
light on it.
Come on,
Yeah.
if the old man in Indiana understood what he meant.
Doesn't have RGB lights on it either. Man, he got ripped off.
I'm telling you. Well, I bought it for him, so you know.
Well, Ken got ripped off.
Oh,
That
don't-
I seriously wish we
section.
could have recorded that because that was so funny. Free golf tracker, smartphone app now available. Yeah, that's good for the phone. I need to get one that I can honestly do the app on the phone and maybe it carry over to my computer with just the scores. Right now, what I want to do is I want to get all 18 holes set up, and I want to put the score in today. If I play tomorrow, I'll put the score in tomorrow, and then have a column over here that says you have an average score of 3 on hole number 1 or whatever. There's a lot of thinking I've got to put into this. By the way, I love radio control airplanes. I had a couple of them. Yeah, I've seen people that have flown those, Long Dog, and my fear would always be landing the doggone thing. I think I could probably get it to get up into the air, but I'm thinking landing, I would probably be one of these type people that here comes the plane, it's supposed to come down gradually and touch down. I would probably go boom straight down. I've always had that fear. So
Landing's the easy part.
what, landing?
Yeah, landing's the easy part. It's keeping track of it while it's in the air. You don't want to fly it too far and lose signal and
Good
have
point.
it just drop out of the air.
Good point. Yeah.
So, yeah. Once you get it in sight, though, basically all you do to land a RC is just gradually turn off the engine, and it just glides down.
Glides.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. That's another
Yeah.
good point. And
It's not
have you seen some of the RC planes they have these days?
Oh yeah.
Holy cow! Talk
My
about
friends were hobbyists. I got to fly one a few times, and they built their own. They made their own foam outlines and everything. They carved it out. They had a foam cutter or whatever.
Yeah.
They do their own wings, fuselages, put together the motors and radio control. Well, they used little tiny gas engines for theirs.
Right.
That was awesome. Those things were super powerful too. You
That's
barely,
Go ahead.
you barely even had to. Usually they would launch them from their hands,
Yeah.
and you turn. You have one person holding it, and you have the remote, and they kind of just do this, and you turn on the engines,
Right.
and it just takes right off. You don't even have to barely touch the controls. If you the remote, it's so sensitive that you barely even have to bump them in, and you might find it difficult because you're over controlling it. I did at first where you're like going too far or whatever.
Right. So I got a quick question on my background. Mrs. K saw this and she liked it initially. She really thought this was pretty cool initially, but then she said, "You know what? The more I look at it, the more I don't like it." I said, "What do you mean?" And she says, "Because this part right here looks like springs." I never thought about that. The way I set that up, it does go out and then it does kind of spring back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to rethink how I want to do that. Tomorrow's premiere was fun. You guys, I think, will enjoy it. I'm gonna change this back. Do what, Chris?
Remote control airplanes and cars worked on the CB radio frequencies.
I really wish the backgrounds had audio, but they don't.
If somebody had a powerful CB, it could crash the plane or it mess the remote control cars up or whatever. Not mess them up, but it'll make them go crazy.
That's when my granddaughter fell. Kind of got a black eye a little bit. That was last year. Man, that's hard to believe. Long Dog says, "By the way, you're not going to want to spend a great deal of money on the first plane." Of course not, because you're right. I'd crash it.
Does Mrs. K like video games on her phone?
She plays all kind of things on her phone. You could
get a one of cheaper drones to record your golf. Let her run it.
All you need is one that can auto hover or whatever.
You see the wheels are turning right now. There's one hole. No, I take it back. There's two holes back to back that have electrical wires. So that would be a little bit of an issue. Everywhere else on that course, probably, you know what? I may do some inquiring. That's yeah.
New drones have obstacle avoidance too.
Do what, Sam?
New drones have obstacle avoidance. They can avoid those power lines.
Really?
Yep.
Cool.
The fancier, well, obviously, the more you pay, the more features. But even a mid-range one will have obstacle avoidance. Probably looking at spending.
That is a pretty cool idea. I don't know if I want Mrs. K doing it or not. Maybe I can find someone that's flown a drone. Because they come with cameras, or do you put the cameras on it?
They come with cameras.
Mm-hmm.
You can upgrade them probably a lot of times, depending. Like I said, the more you pay, the more
you get what you pay for.
Right. A mid-range drone that can do those things like auto hover and the stabilization probably run you about $500, which is not bad. The high end are about 2,000. They're
battery operated, correct?
Most of the time, yeah. 30 minutes is around the average flight time.
Yeah, see, that would, unless we're gonna only get 3 to 5 holes, I don't know. I mean, if I could get the entire round, that'd be sweet.
Just buy multiple
I
batteries.
knew that was coming.
I wouldn't trust myself to fly one of those expensive drones.
They basically fly themselves nowadays.
Yep,
You
that's
don't
what I've
even barely
heard.
have to touch the controls. It'll follow you. That's what I mean by auto hover. It'll follow wherever you go, like in a car or in a golf cart.
Wow, that's weird.
No, it's
That's
technology.
interesting.
So you have to have something on you for it to follow you.
No, well, your smartphone, it's the remote. It's what it connects to just to know you're there. Uses Bluetooth a lot of times to do that.
So if the average battery life is a half hour, and it takes me about an hour to play 9 holes, I'd need 2 batteries on the front 9, and I think 3 on the back 9. The back 9's a little bigger. And I wouldn't need Mrs. K, would I, if it connects to my phone?
No, it'll follow you as long as you carried it.
I thought of a really good comical skit today after we did what we did this afternoon. And Mrs. K actually was thinking about doing it, but I was going to have her sit in a chair, start OBS with something back here on the background, and have Mrs. K say, "Hello, everybody. I know that you know that I have cameras in Ken's studio, but I don't think he knows." And about that time, I pop out from the green screen and go, "Aha! I knew it." She thought it was funny. I don't think she'll do it for me, though, but she did think it was funny. I want to get her more involved. I'm really surprised she hasn't commented on chat yet tonight, to be honest, because she did assure me she was going to not play her game and watch the stream on her phone. Probably asleep. Go catch up with chat real quick. Drone, there's like real car in price. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend that much money on it. But I do like the idea if you can get it to connect to your phone and it'll basically follow you around. That's nice.
What they say and what they do are two different things.
Well, that's true. That's true of a lot of things. Unless you manually fly it and hit the top of a tree, totally smash it. Thanks, Stealth Mode. You have a lot of confidence. Oh, you're speaking of my... Okay, probably.
The range on Bluetooth is not that far, though.
Well, it wouldn't have to be that high up in the air. I mean, you think...
If you get up in the air, it might do a little bit better, but...
Yeah, you when you watch a golf tournament on TV and you see them hit them long, high, arcing golf shots, and you're thinking, my gosh, that's way up in the air. Usually it's barely 100 feet, sometimes a little higher. It's not all that high off the ground. Unlike me, if I get it 10 feet off the ground, I'm happy. Except for yesterday when I wanted to clear that damn lake, and I did, put it right in the middle of a tree. Spent 20 minutes trying to find my golf ball. Walked by it 4 times, but I finally did find my golf ball. Don't overplay this fall. Are you using your phone concept? If it does that, yeah, you're going to use your battery on your phone, your battery on that. I've got to give it, I like it. I honestly think that is so cool because it's going to be above you, probably behind you on your tee shot. And if it follows... Now see, here now we're getting into really going down a Doug Betts rabbit hole. If it's behind you, follows the tee shot and the ball and the landing, all automatically, I'm in. I really am in. I just have to find a way to keep the batteries going and to keep the phone charged. We have a question for Great Guy in chat. Oh, looks like he's already answered it.
You could, with someone with a drone, have them follow you one time you play golf and see how it pans out.
Possibly. I think my brother still got his. I'll ask him next time we go play and take it from there. But yeah, it'd be better. I mean, clearly, if someone is a seasoned, experienced drone operator, that would be the way to go, which that's not Mrs. K.
Well, at least you'll get one video of it.
Yeah. I wonder if Amazon has a drone return policy when you crash it.
People probably have.
I'm sure. Sure they have. Boys, I'm going to cut this short because I'm going to stay on Zoom, but I'm going to turn the camera and the microphone off while she does her deal here. Good to see Josh tonight. I don't know if Alex is coming back or not. I think he wanted to just concentrate on the application. So I will be back. I don't know who's going to be in charge. Oh, yeah, probably going to be Greg, actually. So I'm going to end the stream to 9 o'clock. To 9 o'clock. Tomorrow night will be 9 o'clock. Boy, I'm going to learn a foreign language or create a language, one or the other, or both. So I want to thank everyone for being here. Stealth Mode Long Dog, Robert Michael, Greg Guy, Tony Wallow, Matthew Camp, Rick Lakes, Darren Gilholm, One Fish, and I think I got everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. Appreciate everybody being here. I'll see you tomorrow. There's a premiere tomorrow and a premiere Thursday, part 1, part 2. Really would like it if you would watch it. Don't have to, but I wish you would. And sneaking in here at the end again. Winter Mute. Yeah, you are getting good at that. So, see you guys on YouTube.